What's going on, guys? I'm with the Moose, and today I'm here to break down the month of May in my Seattle Mariners franchise. So, you guys did see, I believe, this 9-7 game. We did have 3 games left in the month of May. We lost the first 2 that you guys missed, and then finally won the last one. James Paxton was on the mound, and he's been killing it lately. 1.29 ERA, and so on. And I'll show you guys the stats of almost every single player we got. And of course, we got a game coming up against Cleveland, then a series against New York, and so on. Not sure when you guys are going to check back. Probably, one of these New York games you guys will see. But let's check out around the league, the standings. We are currently 4.5 games back, so not terrible. We were, around 8 or 9 back in the middle of May, so really made some ground and have done pretty well over the last few games. Definitely not, amazing or anything like that, but slowly but surely making some progress as the team gets a little bit better. But let's go to the American League East. The Red Sox are in first, 30-20. Looks like the Rays are just doing terribly, 16-34, awful record. And the Yankees are in second. That's pretty much what you'd expect in the American League East. Of course, in real life, the Red Sox are doing terribly, but right now doing pretty well in this franchise. Right here, Indians and Twins locked in pretty close in the Central. Everybody else kind of far. Tigers having a disappointing season, of course, along with the Royals. Wow, kind of surprising to see that. American League West, I already showed you that. The wild card, pretty similar thing. I'm sure I'm around the same amount. Yeah, back 3.5 back. Of course, our record's 24-25, pretty close to 500. The New York Mets again doing very, very well, 30-20 in first in the NL East. NL Central, pretty tight race between the Pirates, Brewers, and Cardinals. What you'd probably expect, maybe the Cubs actually, you probably think would be a little bit higher. I guess not though. And then the NL West, the Dodgers, of course, leading that, and the Giants also have a great record, but 2 games back. And then everybody else kind of far out. Padres a little bit in there, but everybody else, the Diamondbacks really struggling a lot. And there's a look at the NL wildcard if you guys were curious. But that's the standings. Let's check out league leaders. Batting average. Kyle Seager's actually leading the league in batting average. Very, very cool to see that. You gotta love that, of course. And I believe this is actually on the MLB. I just switched it to AA for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, this is for the American League. That's the National League. So looks like Stanton, Angel Pagan, Michael Kadire, Joe Panic. Oh my goodness, a lot of guys have higher averages than Seager, but we'll keep it locked on the AL probably, just so you guys can see, where my players stack up. Seager also leading the AL in hits. He's doing very, very well. At bats doesn't really matter too much. Doubles, let's see where our first player is. Kyle Seager, of course, no doubt about that. And then Justin Ruggiano in, a tie for 4th, so not too bad there. Triples, Austin Jackson definitely up top, along with Kyle Seager again. Really making some plays lately. That's really all Austin Jackson has done well, is steal bases and get triples. I mean, every time else he hits the ball, he generally gets out, which is definitely very frustrating. Home runs, Cano's in 3rd, and Cruz is tied for 4th, so definitely finding their power strokes lately. That's been nice. RBIs, let's see. Cano's got 32. That's not too bad. Tied for 5th in the league. Definitely not bad at all, but I would like to see a few more players up there. For runs, not really sure where anyone's going to be on this list. Oh my god. Nelson Cruz in a tie for 17th with 26 runs scored, so not a ton. Definitely not too impressive there. Stolen bases, I believe I have 7 or so with Austin Jackson, so he's probably, a little bit up there. I don't steal too much. I have 8 with Austin Jackson, so I don't steal a lot. I pretty much only steal with him. Sometimes maybe Brad Miller and Ichiro if I can get him on. Stuff like that. Overall, though, I don't steal too much. Walks, definitely don't walk enough. I definitely need to improve on that, improve on my eye at the plate, I guess I would say. Slugging percentage, Kyle Seager in 4th in the league. Mike Trout is just killing it. Look at these stats, 299, over 1,000 OPS, 665 slugging, 19 homers, 39 RBIs, just crazy. Definitely leading the league in MVP right now. If you were to pick a winner, he would have to be it right now. For wins, really not sure where anyone in this list is. James Paxton's probably the highest up. Looks like, yeah, he has 5. Real quick, let's take a look at James Paxton's stats. 1.29 ERA, 5-1 record, only giving up 40 hits, less than a 1 whip, and really has done well. 53 Ks as well. Just really, really solid. I don't know what's been up with him, but he's just been doing crazy well. And definitely been nice to see that. Saves, Fernando Ronnie tied for 4th with 14 saves. Definitely nice to see that. Of course, had that late kind of April and early May stretch where I just really could not do anything offensively, and I couldn't even get Rodney in games for that matter. James Paxton leading the league in ERA. Wade Miley had been destroying. He still is, but James Paxton really took that over. Definitely nice to see that. Home runs allowed. Definitely not nice to see that. Got 3 players up here. Actually, very nice to see that. Oh my goodness, what am I saying? This is the least home runs allowed, I should say. J.A. Happ, James Paxton, and Hisashi Iwakuma all, in the top 10 for home runs allowed. On the low side, that is, of course. So nice to see that. Strikeouts, King Felix is second, and then Taijuan Walker is tied for fifth. Really, really nice to see. But Felix Hernandez is really struggling lately. 4.45 ERA and only a 4-5 record. Really cannot do a lot. I've walked a lot of guys, 23 walks, and whenever I walk people with him, I tend to actually give up more hits and stuff like that. It's really, really bad. And Taijuan Walker, kind of similar situation. Of course, you don't expect as much from Walker as you do from King Felix. King Felix, one of the best pitchers in the entire league. But hopefully, I can get both of them going, and if I can, then my team will get even better. Let's check out the rest of these stats, though. Innings pitched, it's just kind of random with that. Walks allowed, probably pretty high on those. Like I said, I'm not too great at that. Felix still in the top 10 in whip, despite kind of struggling lately, and James Paxton's second in the league. So that'll do it for the stats. Now to take a look at my lineup and see a little bit of the stats of every single player that I'm rocking with. Ichiro hitting 264. Wish I could bring that up a little bit. He was doing pretty well right when I got him, and then kind of fell off lately. But I'm going to keep him in the number 1 hole. Austin Jackson we'll come back to in a little bit. I want to give you guys some insight onto what I'm going to do with him, and maybe give you guys an opportunity to give me a little feedback as well. Robinson Cano, the average isn't great, but overall he's done well. 32 RBIs leads the team, 13 homers leads the team as well. So I'm going to keep him in the number 3 hole. Nelson Cruz really was hitting very, very well up until mid-May, and then he kind of fell off, so hopefully he can pick it up. But overall done very, very well this whole season. Kyle Seager been killing it, is definitely a candidate for MVP. If Mike Trout wasn't just absolutely raking every single day, Seager would be up there as well. Justin Ruggiano, really kind of what I expected. Maybe a little bit more pop is what I would like, a few more homers. But overall, I expected around a 260, 270 average, so I'm not too upset with him. Logan Morrison, need a little bit more average from him. 231's not cutting it, but I do sit him against lefties in favor of Jesus Montero, who's actually done very, very well in his limited opportunities, and I'm going to continue that as long as I can. Mike Zunino really has not done a lot, has kind of picked up his power a little bit, but his average is absolutely atrocious. And I don't really play John Baker, his backup, too much, but when he gets in, he usually does pretty well as well. Or marginally better, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. So Mike Zunino, not really too much of a concern right now, but hopefully he can pick up his average a little bit. And then Brad Miller, been very, very good at shortstop, 314 average, had it even higher earlier, and he's a candidate to move up in the order. And this is what would happen if you guys give me some feedback in the comments section down below. Do you think I should consider benching Austin Jackson? He has been terrible from the number 2 slot, from any slot to begin the season, to be honest. He was hitting first in the lineup to begin the season, and he really has not done anything all year, hitting 213 as you guys can see. I'm not sure if you guys can see his stats right here. 2015, 43 hits, 3 homers, 12 RBIs, and these are his stats if you guys want to take an in-depth look at him. But overall, really, he just has not been that good. Struck out 28 times, really, really bad right there. And what I would consider doing is pretty much replacing him in the lineup with Dustin Ackley is what I was thinking, and either move Ichiro to center or keep him in left, or I really don't even know. Honestly, I'm just at a loss right now for what I should do. But I do think Dustin Ackley would come into the lineup and Austin Jackson would come out of the lineup if that's the decision I made. And what I'd probably do is have Ichiro hit first, Brad Miller hit second, and then Ackley hit somewhere, in the bottom order, probably, 7th or 8th, somewhere on there. But let me know what you think of that in the comments down below. I'm definitely interested to hear what you guys have to say. To end out the video, guys, I'm going to show you the leaders in each award for each league. So we got Mike Trout, Pablo Sandoval, and Miguel Cabrera for MVP for the American League. And for the National League, we have Giancarlo Stanton, Ryan Braun, and Michael Kadire. Very, very nice players right there. Ryan Braun having a great year, 355 and 17 homers, is crazy. And Stanton almost hitting 400. That's absurd. For Cy Young, we got Corey Kluber, Masahiro Tanaka, and James Paxton is who this is supposed to be. Don't know why it says J.A. Happ. This is supposed to be James Paxton. Has a 1.29 ERA like I showed you guys earlier. Hopefully he can continue that since our other pitchers are kind of struggling. In the National League, we got Gene Miyake. Honestly, I don't know how to say that. He's a relief pitcher. I don't know how he would win Cy Young. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think he has any chance. Looks like Aaron Barrett's also a relief pitcher. What is going on? And then David Hale having a nice year, 7-1, 281 ERA, 37 Ks. Not really sure what's up with those, though. Batting title right now, Kyle Seager would win in the American League, and Stanton would win in the National League. It's just pretty much the player with the highest average in each league, so hopefully Seager can keep that up. That'd be cool to win that. Reliever of the Year award, more suited to a relief pitcher, I think, than the Cy Young. Dellin Betances would win right now for the AL, and Jose Fernandez, which makes no sense because he's a starter, would win for the National League. So I don't really know what's up with that. It's kind of weird. All those are starting pitchers. That's definitely kind of glitched or something like that, but who knows. Rookie of the year, we got Rusney Castillo from my favorite team in real life, the Boston Red Sox, of course. 351 average, just crazy. And then Jock Peterson, not too much of a surprise, would win in the NL. He's been great in the actual MLB this season, and he has a chance in real life to win that as well. The Hank Aaron Award, setting the all-time home run record. Of course, Hank Aaron, great player, and the award is given to the top hitter in each league. Right now, it'd be Mike Trout, and then the NL would be Giancarlo Stanton. So pretty similar to the MVP voting. Gold Glove, just going to kind of scroll through these real quick, see if any of our players are close. Looks like nobody so far. Dustin Pedroia, one of my favorite players in the actual league. And looks like we pretty much have no chance right now at a Gold Glove, which would not be good. Silver Slugger, I think we have a few in this one. Kyle Seager, of course, at third base, had been great all season. Brad Miller at shortstop, very, very nice to see that. One of the biggest surprises of the entire season, of course. And I think that's it for our entire team. Postseason MVP, all that stuff to be determined, but hopefully we're holding that trophy at the end of the year. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below, and more gameplays will be out very, very soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.